Well, I appreciate each one of you returning as we begin to look at Psalm 23, the most familiar psalm probably to the Christian, with fresh eyes. And my intent is to go verse by verse, but within the verse you will notice that there are two phrases, so phrase by phrase. And you might think this is a bit slow and perhaps redundant, but there's a reason I am approaching it from this point of view. The reason is the emphasis upon each word that the Spirit of God gave to King David when he wrote this psalm. Every word in the Bible is inspired. There is a reason that word is there. And so if God took such specific care to provide the exact word for our understanding, we should invest the time to understand why and its meaning and broaden our understanding of this wonderful psalm. So let's begin together with Psalm 23, verse 1a. The Lord is my shepherd. Let's make some observations and we'll draw some conclusions near the end. First of all, note the word the. The Lord is my shepherd. Now, in the English language, there is only one definite article. And when the definite article is used, it singles out only one. It defines and sets apart the object that the word is attached to, like the pen, the cell phone, the bank account. It specifies which one. I've often used this as an example. I'll have some change and I'll put it in front of a person. I'll say, take a coin. And usually they'll take the largest denominational coin, which is the quarter. And then I'll continue and I'll say, take the dime, take the nickel, take the dime, take the penny. And there will only be one there. That's the illustration of this. The Lord. Note the name for Jehovah is in all capital letters. God has many, many different names, especially in the Old Testament. He has the El compounds. There are Jehovah compounds. And then there are single titles such as this, Lord, which in the Hebrew is an abbreviation for Yahweh. The Jews had such respect for the name of the Lord that they reduced it to 4 consonants, and it was pronounced Yahweh. So here, what does Lord mean? It means master. It means one who is sovereign. It means ruler, the one in control. The Lord, only the Lord is my shepherd. He has full authority to be in control as my shepherd. And notice the verb is. The Lord is my shepherd. Now, this is a present tense verb, is. It doesn't say the Lord was. It doesn't say the Lord will be. This is a present tense verb. It means state of being. Currently, what is taking place is my shepherd. It's a current assessment of a very personal, intimate relationship. And then notice the personal pronoun my. That means ownership. My pen, my car, my keys, my computer, personal possession, ownership. And you can replace my with your name. The Lord is Rick's shepherd. The Lord is Johnny's shepherd. The Lord is Michael's shepherd. And it becomes very personal and intimate. And that's what the word my means. And then consider the symbolism for the word shepherd in itself. Shepherding is probably a very lost vocation in America. It's not in the Middle East. It is still fairly active in the rural communities. But here in America, you've got cattle herders, not sheep herders. And so the connotations here, the sheep require more care than cattle as a rule. So what are some of the imageries? What are some of the symbolisms of a shepherd? And be mindful here is the Lord is my shepherd. This is what the shepherd is to you, or he should be. He's the person who will lead. The shepherd leads. And we'll see that through the rest of the psalm where he leads me beside quiet waters. He protects me. Thy rod and thy staff protect me. He guards me. He cares for the sheep. He stays with the sheep. Every night the shepherd would put the sheep in what was known as a sheepfold, or gather them all together, and he would lay right beside them. He didn't go find a Motel 6 and come back the next day and hope his sheep were there to take him on. He is personally invested. He's not a hireling. John, the Gospel of John, talks about the shepherd as a hireling, and he flees when trouble comes up. But my shepherd does not do that. He is personally invested in my welfare and my care. Today, do you have the right Lord leading you? The Lord, not a Lord, not a Lord that you have contrived and shaped with your own reasoning. Is there any area of your life that you need to acknowledge the Lord in? The Lord is my shepherd, has complete control, complete interest in the well-being of your life. And he's entitled to, because he owns the sheep. He is the good shepherd. He is the chief shepherd. And is there an area in your life or my life that we need to surrender control to, that we need to allow him to lead us so he can guide us and provide for us and protect us? Is your relationship to the Lord up to date? Is it present tense? Is it current? The Lord is my shepherd only on weekends. The Lord is my shepherd 1.5 hours on Sunday, if your church service goes that long. The Lord is my shepherd only when I'm in a crisis, only when I've wandered off and gotten caught in a thicket. No, the Lord is my shepherd. Today, right now, at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, is the Lord your shepherd? And then, have you taken possession of the Lord? Have you personalized this relationship? Can you put your name in there? The Lord is Rick's shepherd, Mary's shepherd, etc. The Message version of the Bible, which is not a translation, in the first part of verse 1, it's brief, but right on to the point. Very simply, God, my shepherd. God, my shepherd. So, beloved, today, as you start your journey out, wherever you might be heading, whatever you might need to be doing, why don't you keep this in mind? And maybe every hour, just say it out loud. God, my shepherd. Not in a plaintive voice, not in a pleading voice, but in a confident voice. That phone call you got to make, God, my shepherd. That person you need to talk to, that you anticipate a difficult conversation with, God, my shepherd. Sitting down and pay bills and you wonder how you're going to cover all the bills, God, my shepherd. Personal health concerns, God, my shepherd. It's a confident assertion, not a plaintive cry. When you come back on Monday, remember this is only Monday through Friday. So when you come back on Monday, we will continue Psalm 23 and take a look at the second half of verse 1, 1b. I trust that you are enjoying this, and if you are and listening to it on our YouTube channel, why don't you leave a comment and be an encouragement? Sometimes when you are doing stuff like this and recording things and what have you, you hope people are listening and tuning in, but you don't know because right now I'm talking to a microphone on a headset looking at a screen. So if God's blessing you with this, just leave a little note, little comment if you would, please. We'll see you Monday.